Alright guys, so in this video I wanted to go over how to brace properly on squat. This is something that I see people do very wrong. This can lead to very frequent people experience as lower back pain. And so basically the most important thing to understand when we're breathing is we want to breathe into our belly, not into our chest. Basically we want to think about having 360-degree expansion against our belts. Or without a belt, just regardless against our belts. And what we do that is by breathing in through our diaphragm, expanding your belly. You should basically feel like you're pushing your belly out and against like the belt, for example, trying to step off the belt. Now, you first have to understand in regards to bracing, how do we get in a good position to brace? And basically we have to be in a position where our trunk is neutral and our ribs are stacked down over our pelvis. And a lot of this is going to come down to how we get underneath the bar. So, when I'm getting under the bar, what I'm thinking of doing is I want to draw my hips underneath the bar straight down, hold instead of over retracting my scapulus. I'm going to think of pulling my elbows down towards my hips. So what I'm doing here, underneath the bar, putting the bar on here, pulling my elbows down, not over retracting. You want your elbows down towards your hips, not pulling back. And what I'm going to do underneath my hips underneath the bar, like this, and then from here, if you go to the side, you can see that my hips are already stacked underneath my ribcage. What I'm going to do from here is unrack, do my little walkout, and then when I'm breathing into my belly, you're going to see I'm pushing my belly out. And my ribs stay stacked over my pelvis. Now, when you're breathing in, I do recommend breathing in through your mouth and through your nose, deep into your belly. That's going to help you out with being able to breathe more into your belly. Again, this comes and then you don't want to breathe into your chest. You want to have that low chest breath. Get underneath the bar with your hips underneath it. Pull your elbows down towards your hips. Don't over retract your scapula. And then one last point is that if you notice when I'm getting underneath the bar, I'm not thinking of pushing my butt out. You see a lot of people will be in this position with their elbows pointing down towards their hips, their ribs stacked with their pelvis. And what they'll do, they'll think chest up and go like this, and they immediately lose that stacking. What you want to do is maintain this position and push your knees forward instead of hinging back at your hips as much. So that's my general advice on how to do it. If you have any questions, just ask down in the question below.
All right, here.
So when I say get your hips underneath the bar, this is what that looks like. So when I get underneath the bar, why my rack is and when I go forward, you see right here, the hips are already underneath the bar. So when I go up, my ribs are already stacked over my pelvis. What you'll see a lot of people do is when they get underneath the bar, they'll do this. Overextend their upper back, go like this, have their overextension in their lower back, and they'll walk out like this. And from there, I have a ton of lower back pain doing that. So instead of doing that and overextending your upper back, just get underneath the bar, just hit your hips down below the bar, bam. That tip alone will fix a lot of bracing issues and low back pain. So just to reiterate everything that I said is that number one, when you're kind of getting underneath the bar, basically a 3-step checklist on how to breathe, brace, position yourself properly. So when you're getting underneath the bar, first draw your elbows down towards your hips. You don't want them pointing back like chicken wings behind you. That's going to allow your torso to still have upper back extension. You still have the upper back muscles be tight, but you're not going to be in an upper back position that's overextended. Your ribs are not stacked over your pelvis. Second, you want to get your hips underneath the bar when you walk out, underneath the bar, so that your ribs can be stacked underneath your pelvis can be stacked underneath your ribs. From there, you basically take a big breath in into your belly using a diaphragmatic breath. Be breathing in deeply, where you're basically able to push your belly out against your belts, like it should sort of feel like, you know, it's trying to, if you have like a lever belt or a prong belt, trying to like snap that open with how much pressure that you are applying to the belt. And basically when you walk out the weight, and if you have your torso in the position where your ribs are stacked over the pelvis by creating drawing those elbows down towards the hips and having your hips underneath the bar, when you walk out, instead of overextending your upper back, you're going to literally, if you just breathe into your belly, you're going to be able to maintain a really, really tight brace and having a really, really good torso position, because of that compression of the bar on your spine is going to basically flex your abdomen down. And so all that you really have to do is manage your breathing at that point. A lot of this comes down to how you are unracking the bar. Then when you're breathing, embracing, breathe in to your belly, push it out against the belt. Something else that can also help out with a little more intra-abdominal pressure is the Valsalva maneuver. So when you breathe in through your mouth and your nose, press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. That will increase intra-abdominal pressure quite a bit. So hopefully that all made sense. Again, if you guys have any questions, just ask me down below.